hard to capture, extravagant, resurrect the track and it's militant. And I react like a convict and start killing. It's manifested. The gods work like appliances, dealing in my psyche.
What's going on, guys? So before we get into the video, just gotta say, over on the official Naruto Explained Teespring, we have a 20% off sale going on all merchandise on the Teespring, and this also applies to the new merchandise like the Iced Out Solo King, which is Itachi Uchiha showing his Uchiha state of mind while he's living his best life. And if you want to support the channel, you can do so by copping some of that merch, as well as the 6-Pass Power merchandise. And I gotta say, I ordered both of those just to make sure that the print quality on the t-shirts, the hoodies, the sweatshirts, everything met the standard. The Uchiha State of Mind sweaters looked absolutely fabulous. However, the hoodies did not come out with the best of quality. I pulled that down from the website because I don't want anything that's on the Teespring that is not going to be of the utmost quality. Again, I've ordered both of these and I can attest to the fact that the quality is there. And you can get this merchandise as well for 20% off if you use the promo code MGKA. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Naruto Explained here, and I'm bringing you guys another discussion about Boruto chapter 42. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume that if you're still here, then you're okay with me talking about spoilers. So one thing that I think a lot of people are gonna be talking about when it comes to Boruto chapter 42 is this power up that Sarada got, and I want to kind of talk about that. Now, I've done a spoiler video and I gave it some light in the chapter review, but I want to take things into a different light. So essentially, I feel like Sarada learning the Chidori is an indication that Sarada's gotten 2 huge power-ups in the manga during the course of this fight. Now, granted, they happen off screen, they happen in a novel, but I think that they're opening up the door because things typically come in threes. I think they open up the door for Sarada to get one more major increase, okay? Whether or not that's actually her building on the win release that it was implied that she was in the process of learning in the Sasuke Uchiha novel, or whether or not it's her learning, say, another type of lightning style jutsu like the purple lightning, that remains to be seen. But I do think that Sarada is going to be getting another major power up, and I want to talk to you guys about what I feel like that should be. And so essentially, I really feel it doesn't need to be purple lightning, okay? I think it's very possible that she's gonna learn it, given the fact that Mitsuki can already use it. The character profile for Boruto states that Boruto at some point actually learns the purple lightning. He hasn't used it in the manga, and in the anime he has to use a scientific ninja tool, but according to the character profile, which is nailed all of his jutsu before this is the only one we hadn't seen. So I think that it's likely that he knows this as well. Probably hasn't mastered it, but he definitely knows it. But while it would be good to see Team 7 rounded out where every member of the team actually knows that jutsu, I feel like Sarada's next power up has to be either the byakugou seal, because we do know that essentially the karma seal is connected to the byakugou seal. We know it's going to have a potential way to bring down the karma seal and essentially maybe defeat Ashiki Asusuki, because they're building that up. They're going to be talking to Tsunade after the fact. So I think that it's possible that, given Sarada's chakra control, I think that it's very possible that she is going to learn that from Tsunade. But the other thing is I feel like when it comes to Sarada, her power up, it needs to be in the form of stamina training. That way she can better utilize her sharingan, because one thing that we're seeing is that she's having to cut it on and off, and it's just the basic sharingan. If she gets the Mangekyo sharingan at some point, which she is going to get it more than likely, if she gets the Mangekyo sharingan, she's not going to have the stamina to use it for extended periods of time. It's almost like seeing even sicker version of Itachi, because Itachi had to use his jutsu sparingly, and yet at the same time Itachi also was able to keep the Mangekyo active for the course of entire fight if he needed to, because his body was full Uchiha. Sarada is not a full-blooded Uchiha. Again, they're tying in stuff from the different novelizations that we're getting, and so the fact that she does have that weakness, I do like it. But I think that this is where the byakugou training could come in, because we know that her mother Sakura had to store up all this chakra for an extended period of time in order to master the byakugou seal, and she was doing all this fighting, she was doing all this healing, and she was also storing her own chakra up, and so when she drew on that power, it essentially buffed her up. And I think that having Sarada learn the byakugou seal, going about her everyday training, her everyday fighting and everything, and essentially when the time comes when she needs to use Mangekyo Sharingan or use one of the higher level visual jutsu that she's probably going to have, being able to activate that byakugou seal in a critical moment like that, I feel like that would be a great way to justify her having enough stamina to fully maximize the jutsu that she's using. And it's essentially a trump card, and so the more chakra that she's storing into it, the better she's going to be able to operate. So I mean, I think that this is likely going to be Sarada's next power up, because the way that everything's going with these car members, with how powerful they are, or with how overpowered their abilities are, or in the case of Boro, how troublesome the ability is because he's able to literally move his core around inside of his body, and Sarada has to keep her Sharingan active long enough to actually see it. I feel like when it comes to fighting some of the more overpowered abilities, I think that Sarada, that's going to be the one way she's going to be able to handle this, because only 2 people have Sharingan in Konoha. Maybe the Hyuga clan will be able to see it because they can see the chakra pathway system, but because it's a scientific ninja weapon tool, we don't know whether or not that thing is going to actually be tracked by the Byakugan. I feel like it's possible, but it's something we don't know for sure. We definitely know that the Sharingan can do it, so I feel like this is the next logical step for Sarada. But I want to know from you guys, what do you think Sarada needs to progress further going forward in the future? But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.